Okay, it's finally happening. We're finally getting healthy. We're getting guys back that we kind of forgot about. I'll tell you who that guy is in just a second. No, it's not Jameson Williams because we haven't forgot about him at all. But we're getting guys back from IR. Like, they're going to be the first half of the season, they're going to be out. Or they got injured last year with a major injury. We've seen it with Jerry Jacobs. We've seen some guys like, oh, yeah. It's almost like you've got this free agent move that you're bringing guys in that you've forgotten about. So the guy that I had legitimately forgotten about, had just like, oh yeah, I forgot you're even on the team, is Romeo Okwara. So remember when Romeo and Julian, and we're gonna have this 1-2 punch brothers off the edge, and I don't even know if they played really together much because Julian was hurt. Anyway, Romeo's back and practicing. We'll see what that looks like, but that's an example of you just inserted. Again, he's been injured. It's going to take him a minute, whatever. But you've just added a defensive end that, remember how well he played. He was a good player for us right when he was catching his stride. He gets injured. So you've, man, instantly added to the depth of your team. So let's look at our injury report. We still have some things, right? Jameson Williams, Craig Reynolds. First of all, Craig Reynolds was such a good story last year, but man, and I see now why there was such a debate. Remember in Hard Knocks, it was him or Igwabuke. Hey, who do we keep? Who do we keep? And I'm thinking, keep Craig Reynolds. This is easy. I see now kind of, where's that juice, that explosiveness that you need. But he's hurt anyway. So week 14, Jameson Williams, hit that. Jameson Williams, hey, eligible to return anytime. These are the guys on IR, right? So a few different guys, but again, these are guys eligible to return anytime that you've kind of forgotten about that come right back into the lineup or come back onto the roster. But here are two guys that it's just very nice to see. DJ, Chark. We need some depth at wide receiver. Wide receiver has been this like super deep position, but also not because we're losing guys left and right. But then there's Romeo, and pretty awesome. Again, I forgot that he was even on the team. So he's back. Now, a couple other things to take note of. No practice. So Jamal Williams, sick. Not sure what that's about. Josh Reynolds, they said this was more of a precautionary, still kind of not there though. Trinity Benson's still out. Ragnow is the only major concern on this. So Ragnow foot says he's good, says he's not. He has not. It's been a thing all year. And then Taylor Decker's a veteran's rest. Love that. And Pascal's got a new injury. So he did not practice. But Ragnow would be the one that I'm a little concerned, but also he says, according to his coach, that he's going to play. According to his position coach, he's in. So I think it's something he's been dealing with all year. We know we have Evan Brown, so it's not a huge thing, but it's also something to just kind of keep an eye on. And then again, Pride of Detroit, I don't know if I mentioned that, is who's got all this. So you look at limited practice, Deshaun Elliott, he'll be back, but full practice, DeAndre Swift, Malcolm Rodriguez, thank you. Chase Lucas, I want to say I'd like to see more of him. Iffy, I'd like to see you. I think Iffy's good. I really do. But Matt Nelson, you just got these guys that have been not practicing, limited practice, questionable. They're back. Again, I don't want to make too much of the injury report every week. I don't want to be in a habit of doing that. But I think for us as Lions fans, who have just seen player after player after player go out, Achilles, ACL, IR, it's just, hey, I really don't know, because remember last year was injuries and COVID, and we weren't that good anyway. We had a lot of holes, and it was hard. This year, kind of get going, then it's injuries, and we had so again, I don't want to make a thing of this every week and look at the injury report and who's in, who's out, but it's a big deal for Lions fans because we've just not had a you understand injuries, absolutely, but have we had just our main key players, most of our main key players for a game? We really haven't. And so the bad news is you haven't, but the good news is you start kind of, hey, if we can just hang in there, then all of a sudden you sprinkle in a Romeo, you sprinkle in Jameson Williams. I mean, I don't know, but again, it comes back to winning. If you can win and make these end of the season games matter, then that really matters, that you're going to get guys back. But if you lose and you're 2-11, then it doesn't matter. But we're 1-2 games in a row. We're putting ourselves back in a position to do something. So this is Wednesday's report. So we'll see what happens as we progress through the week. But it's finally happening. We're getting guys back. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next one.